What up, YouTube? What's up, man? I'm back again. I just left the utility place to turn the water on, and I had an idea to get the last 12 months of the bill service so that I can estimate what's the average. But unfortunately, when you get a property that has the tenant's name on it, you cannot get that information because it's sensitive information that's on the bill. Unfortunately, again, I could not get the last 12 months of the billing, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It was a guy staying upstairs by himself, and he was roughly averaging $40. So hopefully that the increase in the rent and me taking on the bill will offset what's going on. Man, this your guy, William Wade here, and I just want to come to and I want to let you know that today we doing a little renovation. I'm not doing the renovation, but I'm taking the things that needed to be used to do the renovation with. We are looking to upgrade the property. We coming to get blinds, light bulbs. One of the best stores when you're doing real estate that I want to show you what I'm talking about. And we got these blinds right here. They are the cheaper version of blinds. And since we are putting something of value together, we want to get them some better blinds if possible. So since we're having a nice turnover where we don't have to spend as much money, we can splurge on blinds and a storm door and a couple of ceiling fans. We're sitting here picking out storm doors, and what I realized is the storm doors that's universal will have a higher cost on labor because they have to drill the holes. And so it was suggested upon me to get one that's already right-handed or left-handed. Say I need a right hand. And then you have these right here that's universal. And the universal, it requires drill bits, so it takes more of the more labor. And so we're gonna go with the saves you money right hand. Saves you money if you're doing it yourself. So in the back right here, I got a storm door that we want to put on the property. And I got a couple lights that I want to actually put on the deck so that my tenant can step up the porch when they come home at night. I don't want to be liable for my tenants to fall. You know, that could be a lawsuit. And since we have low-hanging ceilings, we want to sit here and change out the fan blades and put on the no blade fans so that maybe, you know, you don't get hit in the head with the fan blade. This is a new thing for me, so I want to take y'all on the journey. I'm not in Detroit, I'm in Tennessee, and we still doing it, man. We're doing it the best way we can. Journey with me. Some of the things you need to do when turning the service over. I got a text from my old tenant today, and he let me know that the water, it was in his name, is about to be turned off Sunday. So I got about 3 days to get the water switched over. And with this property, it has one water meter. So that means my tenants share the water bill. So I will put the water bill and put it in my name, and then I will add it to the rent, so that way I'll be compensated back for the water that they use. I had a tenant that was paying about $40 a month in water, and he's been paying it on average. So what I would do is I would add a couple of percentage towards that $40, and I would take on I'll foot the bill again and add that to the rent. And I have to get the lights on. His lights will be turned off tomorrow, so for the couple of weeks that the property may be needing renovations or whatever we need to do, we need to have lights, so I will have to turn the lights on in my name. And then we have trash pickup. Pay for trash out here, so now I have to make sure I have the trash in my name as well. That's another thing I may keep in my name, so that way I can, again, add that to the bill and they don't have to worry about none of that. I try to make it easy as possible for the tenants, so they can just pay one fee and it's all inclusive. So only thing I don't pay is lights. Lights have 2 meters, so I can separate that. And that's what makes a duplex having 2 meters. Here we are, we're on our way back to the place. Right now we're busy. We have to get this thing turned over. We have somebody that wants to move in 10 days. Luckily, we have a easy turn. It's almost immaculate. We just upgrading a little bit. That way we have justification for the rent increase. I don't want to go and increase somebody's rent and just increase the rent for no reason. I want to make sure that they have something better than the last tenant had. And so we're putting on the screen door, we're putting on some better blinds, better ceiling fans, well, more safer ceiling fans. I don't know if they have kids moving in, and I want to know that if the kids jumping on the bed, they don't hit the ceiling fan and blade hit them and hurt them. So we're gonna get the bladeless ceiling fans. And man, look, I am having a wonderful time turning this over. Real estate is something that's real fun for me right now. My first year in real estate, acquired 2 properties. And on the financial side, it's been a strain. It's been a strain. I actually over leveraged myself, and I'm making myself work through it. But I do believe that you have to push through pressure. I believe that sometimes you push yourself to the edge so that you can become greater. You don't push your barrier further, then how do you know how great you can become? So right now I'm stretched, man. I'm very much stretched, and I still have aspirations of doing other things this year. And so we're just going day by day, relying on God, and excited and loving the process. I know you got to fall in love with the process. The process is where the growth happens. Once we set ourselves a goal, the goal is achieved, and I had a goal that I wanted to get into real estate. Now I'm in real estate. Now if that was the goal and that was the only goal, or if I didn't fall in love with the process, then I'm in real estate. So what's next? But I wanted to be a real estate investor. I aim to be a real estate investor, and that way I could enjoy the benefits of real estate. And not only that, when you take on wanting to be something instead of hitting just a specific goal in that area, it causes you to live a lifestyle or change the way that you're living due to the fact you want to have to continue to be that which you're looking to get. Man, I'm on my way here. We got about 7 minutes before we get there. I got my guy working on the turnover right now. He's working on the upgrades and the blinds and things of that nature. And I am going to go ahead and meet him, man. Go ahead and bring the stuff that he needed. So where we were now is we had the wrong color doorknob for the security door. I have a storm door on there, and I wanted to put a nickel handle, and he got gold. And so I wanted to make sure I have the matching handles. I changed the locks. That's another thing. When your tenant move out, it's a good practice to change the locks because they have keys. So I changed the locks on this one. That way my other tenant can have keys. And I will save these locks to take it to a house that I'm doing in Detroit. That's one thing I do like about having real estate or doing real estate. You can use some of the things that you don't use in one property and you take it over to the next. So I have 3 fans. And since this ceiling hangs low, we're going to change out the fans, as I said. Now with those 3 fans, I'm going to take them and I'm putting them into another property that I have. And so now by default, I am gathering things for another property by changing things in this property. And I'm telling you, man, this is the first time I'm doing this, but it just feels so good. It feels like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It feels like this is how I'm bettering my children's future. I know the potential that real estate have in my future generation, as far as my children and my grandchildren and my great-grands. I know that it has a benefit. So as I continue to learn real estate, I continue to deposit wisdom into my children about real estate, and then they can go on and take it to the next level with their children and their grandchildren. Hey man, this is starting the journey of a new legacy inside of my family. I say wishing ain't doing enough, and it's the Wade family. Wade and wishing not doing enough is not the same. I just want people to know that when they see this on my shirt, this was Wade, it stands for wishing ain't doing enough. And the hyphen before and after is the Alpha and the Omega. So everything that's inside of wishing ain't doing enough, all my dreams, all my aspirations, and I say wishing ain't doing enough, I gotta go get it. It's wrapped around the Alpha and Omega. So my vision has been in the forefront of my mind, and I've been chasing it the whole time. I've been going after it, and I'm gonna continue to go after it. This is some stuff that I didn't think of. So what we do have to do is, we do have to get rid of some stuff. We gotta get somebody to pick this up, and this spa tub, he left this. So we gotta get this picked up. Pretty much everything else is okay. And I'm glad I got this picked up because I didn't like it. It was so close to the house, and he had a extension cord running down here. I'm here today, and the tenant downstairs came upstairs, and she has a leak. And I looked at it. The wall is bulging out. I have a plumber coming here in a couple of days, and they have to see what it is because leaks are not good. Foundation, water, and houses don't go together when it's a leak. So what it can do is, I can tell it can damage the house way more than what it is. So what I want to do is, I want to make sure I get a plumber out here, and we're going to see exactly what the issue is. You put out all the blinds? Yes, sir. I like to spend money with my guys, man. If I know somebody around me that I mess with is doing something inside of that I need, I'm gonna mess with my people first. As you see this journey, I got a lot of different people, man. You gotta spread your horizon as far as what you're doing out here to better the community and better the world and to get people to financial freedom. One thing I like about this investment here is that it brings cash flow in immediately. I've been cash flowing on this property since day one.